talk about how much confidence you have going into the tiebreaker, especially with your serve that you have, and knowing your opponent's weapon is not a big serve?
Yeah, it helps because I'm getting 3 points in a shortened situation for the set, and it takes a little bit of pressure off of me and puts it right back on my opponent, because generally speaking, they're not going to get those 3 points. They're going to have to work a little bit harder. So one mistake in the tiebreaker from my opponent could cost them the set. So that's
what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. I wish it didn't get to that. I was pressing a little bit in the first set. I sort of felt like I was waiting for him to lose the set, or make a mistake on a big point, rather than me, going after the ball. But I was happy with how I played in that tiebreaker, and so I played much better in the second set.
John, when did you come to that realization as a player that you could reduce your game to a serve and then math?
Yeah. Well, I got my serve to whereas I feel like it's one of the best serves in the world. So it makes it a lot more simple for me. Just because I'm holding serve a lot, and it really a lot of times in my matches it just takes one break of serve or one slip up from my opponent, or a couple me stringing together a couple of really good points, and really that could be it, no matter who I'm playing. So I'm glad to have it on my side, and I do work hard at it. It's not something I take for granted, but I do everything necessary to make sure I'll always have that have my serve.
Did you have to be convinced of that anywhere along the way, though, or did you know that? You knew that already?
No, I sort of know. It is what it is, really, and it's just I don't know. I don't know what to say. It just, like I said, it makes it more simple for me. And whereas most people on the tour, they have to think their way a little bit, through a set, through a match, and I don't as much. I feel like.
Have you ever seen anybody else play like that?
Yeah, I think Andy plays like that to a certain extent. He holds serve a lot, and there's the Canadian kid who's up and coming. He holds serve a lot. There's a handful of really good servers. Roger Federer is another one. He holds serve very well. So.
U.S. Open obviously next week. You feel you're on pace now heading into there, or are you still? Yeah.
I do. I'm glad I got to these 3 matches. These are 3 matches where, I guess on paper I'm the favorite. I should win, and so I'm glad to have gotten to the semis now. But I know I can win this tournament. But this is a heck of a field with the Final 4 here. For a 250 event, this is as tough as it gets. 3 guys in the top 10, and Sam Querrey, who, the only reason he's ranked 20-something is because he was out for almost a year.
And tomorrow, is there more on the line than just the opportunity for a back-to-back championship because it's hometown?
Yeah, no, I think it's everyone here is trying to gain momentum and have that really good feeling going into the U.S. Open. I had it last year. When you can enter a tournament, a big tournament like a Grand Slam on a winning streak, it just relaxes you. And I'm one that I don't want to get up to New York anytime soon. That city's too hectic. I just go to the course. There's the qualifiers there. It's just mayhem. So I'd rather stay here as long as possible, and that's what I did last year. I got up there really late, but which is fine, which is what I like to do.
And what about the hometown aspect here? Obviously, the crowd was pretty behind you tonight.
Yeah, I want to win this tournament. It was such a thrill for me last year, and I've never lost at this tournament. So I got to try to keep that going. What am I, 8-0 or something? So maybe I can make it 10-0.
John, you were talking about how, to some degree, you were waiting for him to lose that first set, and then you picked it up in tiebreaker. First point, the tiebreaker, you hit a 119 second serve.
Yeah.
I think it was the hardest you hit. Did you put extra mustard on that, or did it just kind of happen? Or when you think to yourself, I got to go for something really big?
Yeah, I mean, I put a little bit. I served my second serve yesterday. I was great. Last night was awesome, and the same for today. I didn't feel like I had to rely on my first serve too much. So that's the shot that I obviously have the most confidence in, way more than anything else. So no matter the situation, whether it's a first serve or second serve, I'm going to pick my spot and I'm going to go for it. If I miss it, I miss it. If my opponent puts a good point, he puts a good point. But I'm going to go for my serve.
It is fair to say, right, that on occasion, people, because of the kick, people have more trouble with your second serve than with your first.
On a certain court, I think this court is one. It bounces pretty high. A grass court probably not as much. It stays lower, but I think it depends on the court. There are a lot of instances, where a heavy kick, even on a first serve, is more effective than the so-called fastball.
Can you talk about your matchup tomorrow with Sangha? I mean, it's probably going to be hard to even get a seat. As entertaining as you both have been this whole week, just prep us for that entire match.
Yeah, well, I played them 3 times. I'll tell you how close they've been. The first time was 7-6 in the third. I won. The second time was a very big match, the Masters Series in Paris in the semifinals. I had 3 match points to play Roger in the finals. That's one of the last tournaments of the year, and he won, saved those match points. He won 7-6 in the third. And then I beat him at Davis Cup this year, 4 sets or something. It was just really, really close matches. They've always have been with me and Joe. We both serve so well, and we both play aggressively. So I expect another close match tomorrow. I would be surprised if it wasn't that.
It's pretty good for the fans too, right?
I think so. I mean, this to have this quality field left in the semifinals is at a 250 event is very good for the fans. And myself and Joe and Berdych, the number 2 seed, and he's 7 in the world. Joe's 6 in the world, and you have Sam Querrey too. So I think this is a very good semifinal field.
What is problematic about playing Sangha? I mean, when you think about him in particular, is there anything that's really distinctive about it?
Well, he serves so well. He competes incredibly well, and his forehand is one of the best in the game. Especially his forehand inside out. That's really his money shot. He goes for his shots a lot, and you don't really get too many chances on him because he does serve well, and he just plays aggressively, and he's athletic, and he can get to a lot of balls. He does a lot of things well.
So it's kind of inevitable you guys might play tiebreakers.
No, I mean, you never know.
Well,
It could come down to that for sure, but I hope it doesn't in my favor. But then he probably hopes the same thing.
John, do you have more family here this week than last year, or it's about the same?
About the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minus my grandmother who passed away before Wimbledon. So I'd say it's about the same. My grandfather's he's here with all his friends. So I have a very very good group.
Do you travel with people at all? Do you have a posse or anything?
I travel with my coach and my trainer for the most part. My girlfriend has come on the road sometimes, and my mom, she's been doing what, she was in Toronto with me. I didn't play Cincinnati. She's here. She's going to the U.S. Open, and she's going to Davis Cup. So I guess you can say my mom's traveling with me as well.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.